The Orphan's Song. In a small village tucked between the green hills of the Great Rift Valley, there lived a little girl named Amelie. She was an orphan, her parents lost to a fever when she was just a baby. Her grandmother, Nandi, raised her with love, teaching her the old ways and the songs that had been passed down through generations. Amelie's most treasured possession was a small wooden flute, crafted by her late father. It had been the only thing left when he passed away. Every evening, as the sun set behind the hills, she would sit by the river and play a sweet, haunting tune. The villagers called it the Orphan's Song. But not everyone in the village was fond of the song. The elders told Amelie that the river, where she played, was cursed. Never sing by the water when the moon is full, they would warn. The spirits of the lost wander there, and they do not take kindly to music. Amelie never understood. To her, the song was a way to remember her parents. The gentle notes brought comfort to her lonely heart. But one night, under the bright full moon, she played her flute by the river once more. The air was thick with the scent of jasmine, and the sky was full of stars. As the first note of the flute rose, the water in the river began to swirl. The gentle current turned violent. A thick fog rolled over the land, and Amelie felt an icy chill on her skin. She stopped playing, but the river didn't calm. Instead, it grew louder, as if the spirits of the water were angry. Out of the mist, a figure appeared. It was tall and pale, with glowing eyes that seemed to pierce through the fog. It was a woman, but her face was twisted with sorrow. Amelie's heart raced, but she didn't run. The figure spoke in a voice that echoed like 1,000 whispers, "I am Aluasian, the spirit of the river. You have woken me from my slumber, little one." Amelie stood frozen, clutching her flute tightly. I didn't mean to wake you," she stammered. "I just wanted to remember my parents." The spirit looked down at her, her eyes softening. "The song you play has disturbed the peace of the water," Aluasian said. "But your heart is pure. I see your pain. You, too, are lost like I was, and so I will grant you a gift." Before Amelie could speak, the spirit waved her hand, and suddenly, the fog parted. The water of the river shimmered like silver under the moonlight. "Come to me, little one. I will show you what you seek," the spirit whispered. Amelie stepped closer to the river, her feet sinking into the soft earth. But as she neared the water's edge, a deep voice boomed from the river, "Stay back, Amelie." It was her grandmother's voice, and Amelie turned to find Nandi standing on the riverbank, her face pale with fear. "Amelie! Do not trust her!" Nandi cried, but it was too late. The spirit of Aluasian reached out a long, bony hand and touched Amelie's arm. In that moment, the world around her shifted. She was no longer standing by the river, but in a vast, endless void. All around her, there were thousands of voices, voices of the lost, of people who had drowned in the river over the centuries. "Amelie, my child," Nandi's voice echoed. "You must not stay. The spirits are greedy, and they will take you from me forever." Suddenly, the mist cleared, and Amelie found herself back by the river, the flute still in her hands. The spirit was gone, and the water had returned to its calm, gentle flow. But something had changed. The moonlight no longer seemed so bright, and the air was heavy with sorrow. Amelie looked at her grandmother, who had collapsed to her knees, tears streaming down her face. "You must never play by the river again, my child," Nandi whispered. "The spirits take what they can, but they always want more." From that night, Amelie never played her flute again. She kept it close, but she knew that some songs were better left unsung. Yet, on quiet nights when the moon was full, she would hear a faint, mournful tune carried by the wind. It was the Orphan's Song, but it wasn't her playing. The villagers say that if you listen carefully, you can still hear the song near the river, played by the spirits of the lost, and by a little orphan girl whose heart will never forget. Did this story send chills down your spine? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more heart-wrenching African tales. Also, visit my blog using the link in the description for more captivating stories from the heart of Africa.